Hey, this is episode 72 of the DCC, or the Disney Culture Club, as I also call it. It has dos names. This week we are going to talk about a new Disney board game. We have the Dream Big Princess campaign about to start. It is a phenomenal little campaign that I want to tell you more about. Overwatch has gone to another level, and it is super awesome for all of us on Twitch, for gamers, and for Disney. And there is going to be a new animated series that is a must on Netflix. And it's a little on the side, but I've got my homeboy, Childish Gambino. He's not my homeboy. He doesn't know me, but I wish he would like me. We've got some cool little thing about him, and we've got a really interesting little thing that I want you to check out. A bit of community stuff, because that's we've always been about community, no matter what. So, to all who come to this happy place, welcome to the Disney Culture Club. All right, so Disney Villainous. This is a cool family board game that, you get to be the villains. It looks like it's somewhat in depth but not complicated, which is a huge thing. I think that's such a cool thing. Board games are so popular right now, and which is so good. My buddy at the comic book store, board games is a huge part of the comic book store world now, or geekdom. You get to be all the cool characters that you probably would ever want to be. You get to be Maleficent, Ursula, Jafar, Prince John, Queen of Hearts, and Captain Hook. And you basically go through and have the time of your life getting to be these super fun Disney characters. I don't know. I'm just really excited about it. I think that's really, really, really awesome. And yeah. The next thing, it's really hard to do the show and produce it at the same time. I got to tell you, another cool thing that's happening right now is Disney is doing the Dream Big campaign, and what that the Princess Dream Big, and what that is there's 21 young filmmakers, all women, and they are going to get opportunities and access to production equipment that they wouldn't normally get. It's also being done. One of the short films is going to be about Jennifer Lee, who's now the new COO of Disney Animation. The UN's Girl Up initiative is a part of it as well, and during the period of time, which we'll once it gets closer to the time, you'll kind of start to see it. Every time there's a hashtag Dream Big Princess, $1 will be donated. Minimum of $500,000, maximum of $1 million. So hopefully they can get 1 million tweets or hashtags through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter for Dream Big Princess, hashtag Dream Big Princess, and that will give $1 million towards the Girl Up initiative and helping women enter a male-dominated field like film and entertainment. The reason why it's so important that women have opportunities to get into the entertainment industry that they normally haven't had is because when you break that ceiling and you make it normal place to see a female president, or you make it normal place to see female heroes who aren't talking about men the whole time, you create an opportunity. You have an impact on culture and society, and you create an opportunity in people's minds and heads to think differently. That is why it was important when Ellen DeGeneres had the big kiss on TV, the first lesbian kiss. These things are important in the sense of they're important in the moment, and then hopefully they're never important again. You know what I mean? Like, the goal is that it isn't a big deal when two women kiss on TV or when two men kiss on TV. That you want to get to a place where that isn't a big deal. Unfortunately, to get there, you have to kind of make a big deal about the first time. And this isn't the first time women are going to be in production, but women are going to be supporting women, and big corporations like Disney are supporting women to get into the field, and that's so amazing. I'm sure anybody with a daughter out there will be glad to have a world in which it won't be discussed whether or not a director is a male or a female, because really that is the goal. It just doesn't matter. Shouldn't matter, but it does matter now because we have to make it right. Man, becoming a better race, like a human race, like that, right? Becoming like a better entity is really difficult. It's really hard because you have to move on from stuff. You can't always be in aggro mode. You know, you can rally and raise up and make sure there's awareness. But once you do get that awareness, then you have to kind of shift, and you have to learn about introduction and creating normalcy and stuff like that. Good normalcy, not like Trump normalcy. And you know, that type of stuff is really, really, really important. So I'm really glad we're moving forward on this front. The other thing I'm really glad that we're moving forward on, and I'm sure a lot of you are glad with this because you watch Twitch, is Disney made a huge deal to have Overwatch League play on ABC, Disney XD, and ESPN. Like, live games are going to be on TV. How crazy is that? Like, we are entering a new time, and it is amazing. I'm so excited. The people on Twitch, in the Twitch community, deserve so much credit for this. It's going, again, we're creating normalcy in the sense of competitive gaming. And you know, people try to be like, oh, it's not the things I've seen at the World Cup or in the Stanley Cup playoffs and all those types of things. Video gaming as a sport is no less a sport than those sports. There's a different level of physicality, but there's rules and restrictions, and it can kind of be gamed if you can game it in the same way you can game any sport, you know. And in a lot of ways, it's a lot cleaner victories. You know, there's a lot less up for debate. You know, when you watch a superstar on your team continuously get punched in the face, when getting punched in the face is against the rules and the ref is standing there allowing them to be punched in the face, that's not fair. It's not how the game is supposed to be played, and those aren't the rules. And with competitive online gaming, it's so great. Competitive gaming is so great because you remove that. You know, it's mano a mano. You gotta win the match. You gotta capture the flag. It's way more clean cut, and we don't have to stress out so much about these rules. And then maybe we'll have to deal with hacking and stuff like that. But there's no different than sports, like the refs doing the sports betting and all that jazz. So I am so excited for Overwatch leagues. I love Overwatch. I don't get to play enough of it. You know, as our Twitch channel DaleKnows grows, I'll continue to have more time to play. Next week, I don't have any kids, so I'm probably going to be streaming a lot more, streaming different games. I want to play some Overwatch. I want to play some Heroes of the Storm. I want to play some Ni no Kuni. I love my Ni no Kuni, and I'm almost finished, and I need to play it, and I need to beat it. I also want to play God of War. I have so many games I want to play. I just wish I didn't work or have family obligations, and I could play video games all day. I'm just kidding. I love my family. As you got to see earlier today, my family has lots of people in it. Next, The Dragon Prince. This is awesome. So the writer of Avatar: The Last Airbender is coming out with a new animated series. Eek! And the Avatar Last Airbender is one of the best cartoons, shows, stories ever. I love it. I love it so much. I know I want to play a million games. If I had a million games, maybe I won the Lotto Max and I can. So the Dragon Prince is about two humans and they become friends with an assassin elf for some weird reason. Then they go on a crazy adventure. But it's going to be very in-depth. It's going to be very deep. We're going to deal with really, I guarantee there's going to be some societal things we're going to deal with. We're going to deal with probably some race. We're going to probably deal with some privilege. There's probably going to be so much depth to this show. It's going to be on Netflix. There's no announcement yet, but on July 21st at San Diego Comic-Con, they're going to have more reveals. I bet you people are going to flip out about the trailer. The poster looks amazing. I just am so excited. Avatar Last Airbender, Korra. I'm a huge booster of those shows, and I couldn't be more excited for the Dragon Prince. I'm going to watch it like day one with my family. And hopefully we aren't watching My Hero Academia. Hopefully we're done by then, because I want to focus on the Dragon Prince. I'm so excited. If you have not watched, if you like Disney stuff and animated shows and stuff, and you have not watched Avatar The Last Airbender, or you have not watched Korra, you should watch Avatar then Korra. You need to go do it now. They are legitimately good. If you're new to watching anime, say if you're a person out there who's maybe just started watching My Hero Academia, the Avatar: The Last Airbender is kind of kiddie in the very beginning, but probably halfway through the first season, it shifts and it becomes what the rest of the show is, and it just keeps getting darker and better and more amazing, and just has like a better storyline. It is so good, and you know, it's okay to have stuff be kiddie sometimes. You know, we're all so serious. We're all so serious all the time. Yeah, you know, like, so it's just time to not be so serious. Childish Gambino has come out with 2 summer songs, which kind of are more like his Kauai album, very laid back R&B, kind of listening on the beach, chilling. Love it. Very different than This Is America, which I'm sure you know Childish Gambino from, but he has a huge catalog of content, and you really should know him from more things. Because just Childish Gambino is amazing, and he's a Disney superstar. And if you like Disney, you kind of got to support all the Disney superstars. Well, that's just my opinion. You can do whatever you want. But yeah, so check out Childish Gambino's 2 new songs, and Gunship, which is, you know, a synthwave band that I kind of based my theme on. Is got a new song as well. You need to also check out that, so you can go on YouTube and check out all Childish Gambino and Gunship. But I've got a really interesting video that I watched, and I want you to check out and go support the community. You know, leave a comment and tell them where you came from. So Jack Robinson, his YouTube channel, really neat thing that he did. So what he did is he got Tetris master Trey Harrison to play the Tetris Effect game. Tetris Effect is this, basically it's Tetris with that musical kind of abstract component to it, and if you haven't seen it, check out the trailer. Tetris Effect is super interesting, beautiful looking game. And so Nick Robinson got this Trey Harrison to come play it and see, like, you know, how would a master Tetris player play this game. And after he plays NES, so he had to kind of get used to the controller and stuff. But once he got used to the controller, he starts going along and getting better and then he's like, okay, cool, and they're like, oh, that's awesome. And so they were gonna stop playing, and Trey's like, oh, do we have time to do the VR? And they're like, oh, we didn't think you would want to do VR, you still play NES. And so when you get 4 lines in a row, that's called a Tetris, and that's the max that you can get in the play. But because of this like add-on element that they added to the Tetris Effect, in Tetris Effect, you can actually get 16 lines, which is called a decahexatris, which is a new name they had to make up, a decahexatris. And so he couldn't get a decahexatris in the regular one. I'm sure he could, but he just didn't. And so then he plays in the VR, and the VR response rate and lag time is much faster because of the OLED screen. So he pretty quickly in VR, which is so amazing, so beautiful, the way the VR looks. It's like this whale swimming by and blowing up and stuff. He gets a decahexatrice like pretty easily, and he's so much faster and was better in VR. Like VR made him a better gamer. And that for me, that is an interesting case study, and I would love for them to somehow do a double-blind, real, true case study on the difference between a player's performance in virtual reality versus a video game. And, you know, you could boil it down to lag times, but I think there's something about the immersion that makes it more real. I guarantee that I would probably I guarantee if I play like Resident Evil in virtual reality, I am going to die way less than I am in just the regular video game version. And that's because I'm so immersed in it. In real life, I don't want to die. And there's something in your mind that makes virtual reality, it just tricks you just enough to make you that much more scared, to make you feel that much more immersed, to heighten your abilities that much more. So I'd be fascinated to see if there's any double-blind, proper scientific studies based on that. No propaganda studies. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm excited about. That's what I'm looking for. I think this is so cool. And check it out. Nick Robinson. Go support everybody, and also make sure to support the hashtag Dream Big Princess. We need to get women in a. We all need to help undo what centuries of millennia, really, of just men, and being the way we've been for so long. We just got to keep working at it. The earth needs a lot of help. People need a lot of help, and we're only going to be able to do it when we're all on equal ground. And I just think that the Dream Big Princess is an important piece to the puzzle. So that one person, or can be exposed to something new, or that one person gets an opportunity that wouldn't have otherwise. I just think that type of stuff is so important. With that, this has been episode 72 of the DCC, the Disney Culture Club, live on Twitch. You can, if you've missed the show, you can watch the clip of it, of course. But we also will be on the YouTube channel, DaleKnows. Podcast is not quite set up yet. I'm trying to decide where I want to go with it. And I actually just lined up another interview for our creator interview show in the back of a comic book store, which is going to be amazing. I'm kidding. I have enough people now, enough guests that I can plan it out, do it, and then future prep for other episodes. So I'm in the process of doing that. I just needed to get people interested first, and it was pretty easy because you know what? Comic book people and Instagram people and people on Twitch are just really understand that you got to support your communities and be there with each other. So I love it. I'm loving Twitch. I'm loving everything. Thank you so much. I will see you I'll see you on Monday, and I'll probably maybe be streaming sometime this weekend as well, but I will see you Monday. We'll play Kingdom Hearts together, and yeah, it's going to be super cool, Benson. Thank you so much. We're gonna play some games together, and this week I'll probably play more games than I'm normally doing, but I'm gonna play different games. I think I want to play some Overwatch for sure, and you can watch me be bad at it. So with that, I will see you in a galaxy far, far away. Bye, double hand wave.